unfortunately ill. She couldn't come today, but she is moderating the live stream. So we all said hi to her because she's here.
Hi Radhika, we love you.
We love you, Radhika. Great. So, how many of you have been to an ImprovLore show before? We'll do claps. Sure. How many of you have never been to an improv show before at all? Oh, how many of you have been to improv shows by other people? No. Jesus, let me do my bit. So what? That is just me being a little bit dramatic. I'm glad I could help you understand that. Okay, so this is PowerPoint Relay. How many of you know what the show is about? Yeah. How many of you have no idea? You're just like, this looks cool, I'm going to click on it. Nice. So PowerPoint Relay is one of our standard formats where the improvisers are called on stage and they're going to present slide decks that they've never seen before. Not only that, the slides are total nonsense. We have a position of Chief Slide Rec Officer who is behind you. Please look at the gentleman. So you have all of you filled in the chits?
Yeah, filling in.
Make it fast because he's making slides. So all of the things that you've written down on the chits will be used in the show. Not all of them, depending because we have less number of people than audience, which is new. But we are going to try and use as many as possible. Cool. I want to warm up the audience a little bit. So during the show, the improvisers are going to ask you for some inputs because all of this is unscripted, nothing is pre-planned. So they'll come to you and ask you some questions. From you until here, this side of the audience. This side of the audience, please yell out the worst gift you've ever received for your birthday.
Lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets.
Nothing?
Gift card.
Gift card too. Wind chime. Noisy as hell. Okay, good. This side of the audience, can you tell me the best birthday gift that you received? This is very sad.
Can I go again?
Please.
Dyson.
The will to live.
Dyson.
Dyson.
No, vacuum.
Oh, yeah. So also a hint. This side of the audience. You got money? Yes! That's a classic gift. Never gets old. Anything else? Kite flying? Like a lesson? Or a kite?
No, like if you fly to someone else also, they give you.
That sounds like fun. Yes, I like that. Yes.
Somebody got me those noise overwhelm, like the loop earplugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really good. Okay, awesome. You had something else to add?
It's a blade.
Blade? What is that? You got
Here.
Do you know what a lade is? I don't know what a lade is. Must be a ladle, but of a different kind. Okay, so we've learned how to get suggestions. I'm also going to warm you up a little bit. I'm going to create an orchestra. So 3-part orchestra. So these 3 rows, okay? These 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The 9 of you. Will be here. You're going to be one sound. Everybody look at each other, look at your team. Look at your team. I'll give you some time. You're not here. Yes, good. Look at each other and decide what sound you're going to make.
Wow.
Okay. Can everybody copy the sound she's making?
Can we do it together?
1, 2, 3. You're gonna have to do this continuously,
Okay.
so good luck. Okay, let's try that again continuously. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no!
So I'm also the conductor of this orchestra, so you'll see me do things like volume up, volume down, stop, begin, etc. Okay? So we have the cacao section. Now we have this section here. So 1, 2, 3. The three rows from this side, you are the last section. So everybody else who's not in this or that section, you are one section. Look at each other. Okay. Now What sound are you going to make? No.
Can we do like a trombone?
Don't ask me, ask your team.
Trombones. No.
Oh.
No.
No?
Claps.
No, it has to be with your mouth. Decide, decide, decide.
Somebody make a sound.
Make a sound. I don't think everybody can whistle like that.
Chuk chuk.
Chuk chuk.
Chuk chuk.
Chuk chuk. Let's hear the continuous chuk chuk in 3, 2, 1.
Chuk 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 chuk
Okay, that was something. Okay, last section here. You know the drill. Look at each other and decide what you're going to do. You're going to do it continuously, but also remember the different sounds that are already established.
No.
Wow, this is veto man right here. It's like, excuse me, you're wrong.
No, we can go with that.
Yo, I love that. Go for it. Go, do it. Everybody's got to be on it. Nice. I'm a genius. Okay, now that we are adequately now that we're adequately warmed up with whatever that was, thank you for playing along. That was a lot of fun to listen to. So that sensation or that emotion that you feel when you're asked to do something that you're not really into it and it looks a little embarrassing, and you're thinking about, oh God, this is so cringe. As improvisers, we do that all the time. We play with that emotion all the time because when you get on stage, that is the emotion that a lot of us feel. It doesn't matter if you're an improviser who's just starting out. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this for 10 years. The first step onto the stage is always like, oh God, I'm going to make such a fool of myself. And playing with that emotion rather than falling into it and deciding I'm not going to do this ever again or running away from it, that is something that we train ourselves to do. Just a little bit of behind the scenes on what improvisers have to go through. All right, my tech team, are we ready? What? Okay. See, I didn't know we were a multilingual show, but it is very nice to know. For our first presentation, can I have Arnika and Pratham on stage, please? Yes. Oh my God, you color coordinated and everything. So cute. Tell me a little bit about what you expect or what you would like.
The unexpected.
Wow. Never heard that before. What would you like? What would bring you joy?
If everybody balls their eyes out in a good way or a bad way,
Did you say claws their eyes out?
that also works.
Oh, okay.
That also works.
Well, that is a promise you're going to have to live up to.
Oh. Okay.
Do I just leave them on stage, slide deck officer?
Yeah.
Okay, the stage is yours. Good luck. The what? You want to do that? Okay. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to stand. You look fabulous by the way. Continue to be looking fabulous. So, because we are in the summer vacation part of the year, our slides are all going to be themed like that. They're all going to be themed. We're all going to go take a trip down middle school memory lane. Oh, that's why. I thought I was funny.
We all feel that some ways.
So, okay, it's all summer school themed. It's all summer holiday themed. Everything. Holiday homework themed. So all the holiday homework things that you had to do, like come back from 2 months of vacation and then your teacher is like, where did you go for your vacation? Give us a 3-page essay about it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to write it. Those kinds of things. It'll be in that wheelhouse. Are you guys ready for that? Cool, I will leave you again. Okay, good luck.
Second time abandoning.
Wow, my pet's diary.
Hello everyone. What a great summer it's been for every one of us. At least for some of us. I don't know about you. But we would like to share our story. And there was one thing that made this summer so special for us. This is our pet snake. Just look at the guy.
Just look at his eyes. Look how he twists and turns like the meandering rivers.
You want to tell him his name together?
His name is
Archie. Archie. His name was inspired by 2 things. Archie's, obviously, because it's a gift. Wow. Don't you look gorgeous? Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just moves me every time.
Yeah, every time. Oh, we were actually going across holidays in the Amazon rainforest. And we came across many animals. Some were insects, some were colorful birds. Remember that one with the red beak?
Ah, it
Yeah.
flew away with my phone. I didn't like it that much.
True. In fact, let's see like one photograph from our trip actually.
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
See, different animals we came across. This particular creature would follow us all around. And weirdly, like it would sniff and it would look for clues as if we've done some murder or something. But this actually, at that time when he was following us around and we were feeling so unsafe, actually came to our rescue. He just slowly slid. He slid and he came towards him and lifted his head up. And his eyes, he was so expressive. They're like, I'm going to guard you. I'm going to guard you in these dark, massive green jungles.
You know, they say a dog is a man's best friend. No. Dogs can attack you in the wild. Snakes got your back. Snakes got your back, believe me.
I mean, think about it. If you're ever running out of shoes or bags, whose skin did you do your take? Multifaceted, user-friendly pet Archie.
Let's take a look at what Archie's life used to be. We had to go around and look for his home, right? So we looked around in the forest and we stumbled onto
Perfect sense. Just like a nuclear explosion. We're always scared that it's going to be like end of the world, end of our lives and everything. But what it is, it's just a bed of roses. And that's what actually is. It just looks dangerous.
And you know, all that feeling of fear, all that feeling of just hold me. Sorry. All that feeling of fear, all that feeling of loneliness. Just like Activia, yes, she goes too. That feeling just goes away when you have Archie's. The little bugger. Look at his snake. His tongue is all like, it's so funny. It's so funny.
On that note, I think we should book the appointment for removing his venom, I think. Yeah,
You're right.
it's
We haven't done
tomorrow,
that.
it's
Oh,
tomorrow,
I
it's
almost
tomorrow.
forgot.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
But okay, its tongue is cute. Its tongue is cute. So yes, so that is how we came across Archili, and that is what Archili is for us. He's like our bed of roses in our house. And let's give you a glimpse of what our life together in the house is like.
It's not different from any other pet. That's what I'm saying. All of this stigma about reptiles and snakes, like eat, sleep, and poop. He sleeps most of the time and poops just equally often because like a very good gut health is a very good sign of like just good temper as well. Because people who have bad tempers have bad guts, I'm telling you, and applies to snake as well.
True. And we're good like pet friendly people. Like we got nice cobra venomous friendly treats. Remember that small capsules that we got?
Absolutely.
He would gobble like they were this big, the small ones, and he would like just gobble them all up in, and even it'll take it inside, it'll crush it, it'll twist it. What a beautiful sight! What a beautiful sight! In our cycle of eat, sleep, and poop, he added a new addition. He added a new way of doing things. We're always so stuck in our monotonous ways in life. But he's like, no, there are different ways of doing it. There's more to the world than just pooping.
I think we should tell them about that one evening when it felt like everything was lost. Even in the middle of summer, there were just rain clouds outside, and we were feeling so down. But
Time for his walk also now.
But Archilis did something for us, and we just want to take you through a picture of that while we take him for a walk around here. You think without hands it's tough to bake? The guy made us a small pizza. I don't know how he did it. That was all I needed that day.
Oh my god, look at that guy!
This was so nice.
How did he know that pizza was our favorite food? Like, it was meant to be. When we found him that day, he just fits in our life. And not just any pizza. He actually went on phone and he ordered the mozzarella from Tuscany and he made us this pizza. It's like, he does so much for us and we simply cannot give him back anything, I feel. Like, even a fraction of my life, I don't think is enough.
But we are planning to do something. It will not be enough, but little Archilis deserves more.
Yeah.
So, we have a grand plan coming up, guys, and I would like to show you some of the stuff that we are doing.
Secretly. Exactly.
Some mysteries only last. You don't always find out.
We don't know.
Did the zombie know there would be another hand reaching for his lollipop? No, he did not know that.
Did Archili know that he's going to be adopted by us and be taken from Amazon to the Indian Ocean? No. He had to deal with changing biodiversity and biospheres and everything. And now, we will be giving him the mystery of life.
And one thing that always fulfills you is somebody to share your life with. Obviously, we had each other, then we got Archili's in our life. But Archili's also needs someone. And that's the thing we are hoping to find out in the future together as we move on through this life and hopefully as this summer ends. Archili's will also have someone.
What if we find somebody and leaves us?
Oh no! No, Archili's, Archili's, don't go! Thank you for it.
Alright, stay on stage. So because we did something, you're still holding the leash? Please keep him away from me.
We need to get the venom checked.
Yeah.
So because we're doing something that is summer school themed, you're all the teachers who are watching all of these presentations of these students. So when I ask you whether they passed or not, by way of applause, you will tell me if these kids are going to make their parents proud by becoming engineers. So to get to engineering engineering, you need to pass middle school. So, did they pass? Proud of you. You have a long, unfulfilling 15 to 20-year career in engineering.
I look forward to it.
Good job. Thank you, Arnika and Pratham. A little bit about the format. So as you saw, there will be 5 slides, and the improvisers have 8 minutes to present all of these slides. And the topic will be displayed before the slides come on. So without further ado, can I have our next pair, Annie and Likita? Ready, girls? Stage is yours.
I have a great family. And I don't say this with any exaggeration. I do want to hate on them, but you know, I really do have a great family. How's yours?
You know, before starting with my family, I've met some of your family. And I know they are not great.
I mean, wait, you met my cousin Mahesh, right?
Yeah, cousin Mahesh and his twin Suresh. There were a lot of forgettable names they had. Forgettable faces. But I remember feeling, oh, what a family.
See, they are really great sometimes, I think. See, I think they met you at a bad day, okay? Why don't I tell you more about my family?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
Good. You met Mahesh at the restaurant, right? For our anniversary? Okay, cool. I think I have a great picture of us, all of us, the whole 59 of us, first cousins included, going to...
I don't want to know 59 of your family yet.
Okay, let's show some of them, okay?
Let's go. I must say, in black and white, they look better. In real life, nah, but I see what way you're going now.
Yeah. This is where our really curly hair and great nose came from. Our great-great-granddad.
And I like the suit, the
Yeah,
hair.
he was a polished man.
What does Mahesh do in real life?
Mahesh, I think, fell a little far from the tree.
I could tell.
Yeah.
If this was a family, I would also define it as great.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Grandpa.
excited to see more of your family too, which is not Mahesh and Suresh.
Right. But I have a great story about Grandpa. Grandpa Anto. he was a cutie, honestly.
His name is awesome.
Right? We used to call him Grandpa Anto. He did pass away when I was very little, but I have very good memories of him. You know, there was this one day where he sat us all 39 of the first cousins together and made us. You know, he taught us how to make knots.
Like in the military, how they
Yeah,
teach
exactly.
people not.
Not kidding.
I mean,
No
he
kidding.
looks like he would be into killing.
He has very kind eyes. So I have a great memory of that evening. I have a photo actually. Because it was my point of view, right? I was only looking at him. All other people, I did not see them. Grandpa Anto, he had my eyes and he has my
Maybe
heart.
the photo doesn't exist because it's just in your memory. It's not real, maybe.
Girl, what are you saying?
You sure?
No, it was real. We were 38 of us. There were spools and spools of threads. What was it? Rope. Wait. Okay. No, there were definitely knots involved. And Mahesh and Suresh were tiny, exotic kids.
Okay.
But do you want to learn more about my family
Yes,
tree?
yes.
Yeah.
Let's see the knots.
Yeah. I think you might be onto something because
they're not great. And you can't live with the fact that you have a horrible family, so you think you had good memories of Anto.
Okay, let me recollect. There was sand, there was ropes, there were chatter all around, and I was small, and
Was there
grandpa,
screaming involved? Were people screaming?
there was screaming now that you say it. What? Okay, let's look at the next picture in the album, and my fears will not be confirmed, please. Listen, I need help. My family is not great. Did you actually meet Mahesh and Suresh? Tell me that was real. Tell me the restaurant was real.
I met them, but
Okay.
they were as horrible as I remember. But they were talking about how they just came back from prison and how they have the skill of tying knots in the wrong way. And use
So
them.
knots are real. Knots are real. No?
Knots are real, but not in the way you think. It wasn't a pleasant memory at all. It was a memory which involved screaming and mild death.
So you said there was a photo they brought back, right?
There was one.
Do you want to show it to me?
Maybe you should sit down.
I'm fine.
Okay. I'll hold your hand. Let's see it. I know. I wanted to break this to you without being it sudden. That's why I brought a family tree for a reason. There's help. There's more help than what I can give. There's a lot of professionals who can help you with either suppressing your memory if that's what you want, or forgetting knots. I can see you still have the skill, like your hair, the knot in your hair is amazing. Yeah, just don't go around telling people I have great family.
I think the reason you won't pass middle school is not because the teachers will fail you. But don't worry, there are professionals out there. Teachers, did they pass? Good job! Thank you! That was Likita and Annie. And now to our next presenter, a very special person. Some would say the best improviser in the world. Can you give a huge round of applause to Bala? Thanks for that great introduction.
I'm your number one fan.
Thank you. Thank you for a great introduction. You got it, Bala. Thank you. Now please leave. Okay. I'm going to now present. I want a book report. Is there a book that I can report?
Yes, actually, your brave audience member has selected a book for you.
From where?
They got it with them from home, and they've also very kindly marked the few pages that you need to report.
Okay, great, fantastic. Okay, don't show it to me. Hold on. Before that, I would like to get a little bit of input from the audience. So this is book reports. These are all middle schoolers. What is something that this middle schooler does that is that she keeps doing repeatedly? Huh? I haven't had enough milk to do that, but that's a great suggestion. Thank you. Anything else?
Talking to the plants.
Talking to the plants.
Collecting rocks.
Collecting rocks.
Pick your nose.
Picking my nose. What else?
Mandala paintings.
That's a really smart middle schooler. Okay, I'll play with it. Okay, can I have the book? Thank you. And now we're going to look at it. Look at it when I say begin. Good afternoon, everybody. I spent my summer vacations reading this really interesting and important book, and I can tell that it's really changed my life. I know that it's going to affect the way that I see the world, when I grow up. And so I did a book report on it, and I wanted to share what I learned from this book report to all of you. The book that I am reporting on today is Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. This was a finalist for the National Book Critics Circle Awards. And it is about a girl named Nadia who's fierce and independent. I've marked some of the lines that are important to me, and I'm going to read out just to begin the book. The report I'll get to it in a bit, but I feel like this is important. Oh, wow. I had forgotten this chapter of the book. Let's see the first page of my book report.
The first page, all your presentation is in your hand.
There's nothing else on the screen? Oh, great.
Because you're the best improviser
We're going to start with the first line that I've marked. In times of violence, there is always that first acquaintance or intimate of ours who, when they are touched, makes what had seemed like a bad dream suddenly evisceratingly real. For Nadia, this person was her cousin, a man of considerable determination and intellect, who even when he was young had never cared much for play, who seemed to laugh only rarely, who had won medals in school and decided to become a doctor, who had successfully emigrated abroad, who returned once a year to visit his parents, and who, along with 85 others, was blown by a truck bomb to bits. Literally to bits. The largest of which, in Nadia's cousin's case, were a head and a two-thirds of an arm. A lot of people were really shocked seeing this book in my hand. But I think what is more shocking is the state of the world that we live in today. We have supercomputers in our pockets, and we're able to flip through pictures of cute cats doing dumb things, memes that are quite relatable, and videos of children who are way less fortunate than all of us sitting here today, and that is an understatement. And as someone who had this book given to me to report on, it was difficult. The last time I felt like this was when I read Gone with the Wind. Again, that was another book when my parents and everybody in my family told me not to read, but that felt really far away, because those people didn't look like me. I know Nadia. I go to school with her. And so it's important for me to understand that this is something that happens every day. And all of us are just here. The only difference between us and the ones getting blown to bits is time. On the second slide. So, no, you gave this to me. And you marked the pages for me. We're going here. So the next passage that really affected me was, one's relationship to windows now changed in the city. A window was the border through which death was possibly most likely to come. Windows could not stop even the most flagging round of ammunition. Any spot indoors with a view of the outside was a spot potentially in the crossfire. Thank you. Moreover, the pane of a window could itself become shrapnel so easily, shattered by a nearby blast, and everyone had heard of someone or the other who had bled out after being lacerated by shards of flying glass. reading this chapter, it made me really scared of windows. That was also the time where the alarms were being sounded by the government because the conflict was happening, and that is when I was on this chapter. We didn't talk about this at all. We did improv on that day. We met with our friends and we talked and we had fun, and we used the curtains and the windows to keep the outside outside without realizing that we were the containers who brought the outside inside. My wish for all of you is to examine your hearts and minds and see if there is shrapnel left behind. You may not be able to see it, but you can definitely feel it. Moving on to the next part of my book report. When the police called over their megaphones for everyone to exit the house, most agreed amongst themselves that they would not do so. And so, while a few left, the vast majority stayed, Nadia and Saeed among them. The deadline for their departure drew nearer, then nearer still, and then came and went. And they were still there, and the police had not charged, and they felt they had won some kind of respite. And then something they could never expected happened. Other people gathered on the street. Other dark, medium, and even light-skinned people, bedraggled like the people of the camps on Mykonos, and then people formed a crowd. They banged cooking pots with spoons and chanted in various languages, and soon the police decided to withdraw. I feel very helpless most of the time. I look around and look at the buildings already built, the pavements already falling apart, the traffic jams already on the street jammed, and all the grown-ups already set in their ways. Looking down, walking straight with a pace that is in between determined and hassled. And every time I see that, I feel there's nothing I can do. I just need to fashion myself into a piece that can fit into all of this that's already been built around me, and I have no say in what happens. But then I read this chapter, and I read this passage, and I felt a little bigger. I literally felt my chest open a bit more and my shoulders square back a little bit. And I realized, even though I'm small, I'm here, and I matter. And even my small acts of resistance, my small acts of putting my foot down and saying, no, I'm not going to fit in. I'm going to do something different. And it doesn't have to be violent or in your face. It could be as easy as, I'm not going to bully the kid that everybody bullies. I'm not going to talk bad about the kid that smells a little bit. Who knows why he smells a little bit? And I'm not going to talk bad about the teacher who picks his nose when he thinks nobody's looking. Because he might have things happening in his life that we don't know about. And finally, the last passage that has really stayed with me. One night, Nadia brought back some weed a co-worker had given her. She did not know how Saeed would react, and this fact struck her as she hiked home. In the city of their birth, they had smoked joints together with pleasure, but a year had passed since then, and he had changed since then, and perhaps she had changed too, and the distance that had opened between them was such that things once taken for granted could be taken for granted no longer. I had to ask people what weed was, because we call it devil's lettuce where I'm from. So, I feel like when this topic of illegal substances is broached, people immediately have a reaction that, oh no, that's so wrong, that's so bad, people who do it are bad and you must never do it. I think life is a little more nuanced than that. And I think the takeaway from this book is, I saw my friend walking down the street, and there was a homeless person who asked her for money, and she said no. And she quickly turned to me and she said, he's just going to spend it on cigarettes or alcohol or weed. And? So what? Why are we standing in our places of privilege and judging the people who are less fortunate than us? People who we have no idea why they are turning to alcohol or cigarettes or weed. Maybe the money you give them, which they use to buy these substances, is going to give them some respite. Some respite that will help them make it to the next day. Some respite that will make this day not seem as terrible as it is. And that was the only thing that I could use to empathize with people who are in this situation right now. So this book, even though it was fiction, it didn't feel so. Because the minute I take my phone and open Instagram, it's right in front of me. And since I'm not in it, the only thing I can do is watch and pay attention. Thank you. Wow, Bala, that was dark. How do you feel about it? I don't know, and I'm going to leave now. That was Bala's presentation. Did she pass? I have a fun announcement to make, which is, if you've liked what you've seen so far, and this is, of course, as improvisers, we also make sure that it's not just fun, funny, lighthearted, because that's not how the world is. This, of course, was totally I was totally blindsided by that, because the person who was running this, Arjun, gave me like the widest grin saying, yeah, it's going to be great, and I did not expect a war book. But this is also the kind of art that we do. It's not just one side of the spectrum of emotions. We try to cover all of it, and we try to make it as real as possible. As artists, the world is our inspiration, and all of it is our inspiration, not just the nice parts that we don't flinch when we look at. So, that being said, if you liked what you saw, and you would like to give it a try, we're going to have chits and pens over there by Punjit. You can put your name down and put it in the little bowl, and we will draw a name, and you get to present 5 slides? 5 slides, 3 slides. Don't worry, as you know, we're all super supportive, and we just want to give you a little bit of a taste of what it's like to do improv.
I promise those are friendly slides.
Those will be very friendly slides. Great.
Not a war book?
I hope not. I think one is good per night. So on that note, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Washrooms are behind the shelf on that side. Water is over there. There's a water filter with bottles. There is a cafe downstairs. If you run quickly, you can get a coffee. And yeah, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Thank you. be presenting like they saw. You're going to have to do that for a long time because I'm going to go long. Some brave audience members are going to be able to present in front. Is it going to be your name? Who knows? Nemo! We found you! Nemo, how do you feel?
I feel lost.
Good. Is there any style that you want to present in? Slide master.
I will be happy to be a middle schooler.
Middle schooler?
I am.
Middle schoolers are very smart. There was one middle schooler who wrote an entire book report on the realities of work.
But I saw her talking to plants all day long, so I don't know where she found the time.
Slide deck maker. Has the topic already been given to Nemo? Okay, so your work is cut out for you. You just have to look at the slide. The topic will be the first one, and you can give us a little introduction, and the slides
then
will
five
carry
slides.
you.
And then 3 slides, 5 slides. 3.
3 slides. Everybody, another round of
Including
applause.
the title.
Anything else? Stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello, teachers. I'm Nemo, and I would like to talk about my recent holiday. This year, actually, as part of our homeworks for summer holidays, I was given a book reading as well, and I read Around the World in 80 Days, and that inspired me to go on my own adventure this year. So when my parents said, do you want to take a trip? I was like, yes, I will do that trip which Jules one couldn't, but I will go on my own holiday. And every year my parents do this thing where they're like, will you take a summer vacation holiday this time and go on an adventure with us and go on a trip? And every year I would say no, because holidays suck. You don't believe me, but like you get the worst of weather. You don't get to eat your home food. Every time you're traveling, you get to meet so many people that I can't remember their names, and I'm horrible when you meet new people and you don't remember their names. So I hated it. But this year I thought, this is the time I will change my life. So this is the holiday that changed my life. And move on to the next slide. And believe it or not, the rhinoceros, the tiny ones, also do have horns. This is the finding that I had, and this is what I would like to submit as the book report, the new science fact section in the report. The cutest rhino that I found, my parents decided to call her Dory, because obviously I was a little in love with her for a little while. And then we roamed around the complex, and it was fun. But as you'd imagine, holidays did not like the honeymoon period between me and Dory had to end. So I was almost impaled once, but my parents said, the looking at rhinos in zoos is not good. So they took us to CMU because my parents wanted. As all good middle schoolers like us are expected to be engineers, my parents have charted out my path in life already for me, and it is going to be CMU is what they think. I am still in love with Dory. And this is where holidays, I said, can be. I tried really hard to like CMU, but the old professors really made it hard. There was a lot of walking, and it was not nice walking. When you're in a zoo, you know where to walk. In colleges, in these places, they just expect you to walk anywhere. They don't give you instructions only. I didn't like it. But after CMU, we went to airports. And airports are the most amazing place, okay? You can have all the food you want. There are so many different shops. And there is this thing called an airplane. It is the most amazing thing ever. You sit in it, it takes you places, it takes you up in the air, And when you look from top in the air, I was like, oh, look, there is Dory. it was amazing. But they also, if you know, you get lucky and it's your birthday, which mine was on the flight, you ask nicely and the stewardess will come and give you like free peanuts. So this is the photo of the free peanuts that I got. And yeah, it was my adventure holiday this year. Thank you for listening to my summer school adventure story.
Teachers, how do you feel? That was lovely. That was a lovely presentation.
Thank you. My heart is still.
Yeah? Fantastic. I'll ask you to have your seat. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. I will use this opportunity to plug a little bit. We are ImprovLore and we are a professional improvised theatre company based in Bangalore. We have a lot of events happening for people who have never done improv before, like our jams. A jam is just a 2-hour, low-stakes, very casual gathering of people where we play theatre games. All of the skills that you see are skills that we've developed by playing these theatre games. We don't develop them by watching slideshow presentations and sitting through boring trainings. We play with others, we play with people of different levels, of different experience levels. How many of you have attended a Whimsical Wednesday jam before? Give us a... Nice! So if some of you have not attended, please come attend. It would be awesome to have you. We are also starting our 12-hour intensive course in June. So if you would like to develop these skills in a more structured, professional way, come talk to Arjun or myself. We also have a QR code in the back which you can scan and join our WhatsApp community or follow us on Instagram so that you can stay abreast of all of the things that we do at ImprovLore. Great! Now back to our program. I would like the next speaker on stage, and that is Archie! Good! How are you feeling? Oh, wow. Do you have any hopes?
Oh, none whatsoever.
Great, that's a good way to be considering. Great, your stage is yours and take it away.
All right, hi everyone. Oh, so if I were a principal for a day, you know what payback feels like? I mean, what's the problem? Sitting on the last bench, eating your lunch in the first period. What's so wrong with that? I mean, I'm hungry, man. Yeah, I mean, I do those things. So I'd like to get back on to this guy as well now. Yeah? Who's with me? Yeah, we gonna have some fun? Yeah? Okay, cool. So if I were a principal for a day, exactly that, conducting the crowd, right? Yeah. Just like, yeah, I mean, just like you.
If you're principal for a day, would you give us all motorcycles?
Yes.
Yes, I'd like a motorcycle.
I would like to jump. Can I hang from the ceiling?
Can
No,
I
of course you can't do that.
Then tell us what we can do.
Okay.
All the stunts they say do not perform at home, can we do them in the schools?
So should we get people on stage and then?
We're not going to do them now. You're just going to tell us if we can do them.
We want stunts.
We want stunts.
We want stunts! We want stunts! We want stunts!
School circus.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, so I think if I were a principal for a day, I think there's so much fun that can be had at school, and that's exactly what we should be doing.
What does MOVE stand for? Expand it for us.
Babe of best order only mama. And that's an idea. So maybe we get in food and allow that into the school.
That's amazing!
Yeah? How does that sound?
Yeah!
So if I were a principal for a day, we get some, yeah, and like the, you know, the fun stuff, right? Like, yeah. So yeah, I think that's something we do. Next slide. What else? That's perfect. Right? What I love most about this? Like, study time. So yeah, I mean, perfect ratios of, you know, the most amount of play, some amount of swim, nap, and like, yeah, lunch around that.
There's no art.
What about dancing?
What about motorcycles? You promised us motorcycles.
Swinging from the ceiling.
No, motorcycles, that's the emotion, right? Like, but what you're doing is it's playtime. So playtime can be all of those things.
That's for your principal.
Alright. Yeah. You know, I think the best way to hash out, like, when kids get into trouble, and like I think the principals will typically come and say that, hey, you know, stop fighting, get them apart, get them away from each other. But does that ever really help? No, right? The assembly ground, this is what the morning assembly is going to look like. You know, you had beef the last night, hash it out as chickens on the next day in the morning.
Cut to the morning assembly the next day. You smell.
You stink.
You smell.
You stink.
Okay, fight! Okay, let's. Okay, so assembly time over. Okay. Cool. Yeah, side. Yeah, and yeah, just I think that's probably one of the most interesting things, right? Like, a school is typically always just bound by these walls, but what if, you know, we had like a mystery tunnel that, you know, we get to go through every time.
On our motorcycles?
Yeah, on our motorcycles, yeah.
For nap time?
For nap time, yeah. Cool. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, teachers, did he pass? Nice. Looks like you are all
Very generous.
his words, not mine. I was just going to say attentive, but you know what? Every accusation is a confession. That sounded better.
Say it with a dramatic cadence.
Yeah, that sounded better in my head. Anyway, moving on. We're going to go on to our next speaker, and that is Mohit.
Oh my god!
I just have to
Like,
say,
let's go.
these pants are some of the coolest pants I've ever seen.
They're illegal for school, bro. They're so cool.
But
Others what?
Cheats. Cheats.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh!
Damn.
Damn. Okay, good. Mohit, you ready?
Very comfortable in that.
Yeah, it's for, yeah, you gotta have some skill.
It's for the person behind.
Are you ready?
Yes.
And so the stage is yours. Take it away. Good luck.
I am here to present a topic very close to my heart. This summer, we all went through journeys. Some on trips, some with pets. I spent my summer looking for a sock. I have it now. Exactly 2 months ago, I woke up like this. Yeah, I woke up, took off my socks. I sleep in my socks, no judgment. I sleep in my socks, they are comfortable.
And Bala.
That's your thing.
I took off my socks, put them into the washer, and lost one. This one.
Oh, that's nice.
I found it now, but this is 2 months ago. So, I figured, what is the first thing I can do after losing my sock? I eat my breakfast. But to find the sock, I go to my parents and I say, I lost my sock again. This was happening for the 3rd time. This is the only pair I have. TMI. So I went to my parents and I said, that I have lost my sock. And this graph, the portion in, what is this color?
Orange. Red.
Can you decide on that?
Orange. Orange.
Blood orange.
Orange.
Mild orange. So, I went to my parents and I said, I lost my socks. And like the helicopters in the movies, I will explode if I don't sleep in my socks tonight. I need my socks to sleep in. You don't understand how serious I am about that. I lost a girlfriend because of that. EMI. I went to a corner in my house where lost things are generally found. Don't ask, there is a corner. It is in your house also. You can check. And this is what I found. A storybook. Yeah, this is the title. Roulette Adventure. And I thought, maybe my sock went on an adventure. It was not in the corner where everything is found. But this book was. I read the book. We are going on a tangent here, but stay with me, I'll bring it back. I will bring it back. So this is what I learned from the book. Very important. Toes. It has dots. It's not toes. It's tonight. Overnight. Every night. Socks. Where are my damn socks? And this was my inner feelings. I could fight anybody to get my socks back. And weeks of internal fighting. This is representational. I found it, and you won't believe where I found it. Do you have a guess?
Corner. Corner in the house?
No.
You were wearing it?
Do you have a guess?
Very bad.
That's not where socks go.
Over the socks.
Interesting. This is where I found them. It's not Dobby. It's his brother, Bobby. And Bobby, you guessed it right, was under my bed. But I snatched it back from him. I kicked him out of the window. What was he doing in my room? I do not know who Bobby is. So I have my socks back. And I will sleep tonight.
Teacher, city pass. Resoundingly out in A+. Good job, Mohit. That was super fun to watch.
Overnight, every night
Socks. I love it. That's song potential over there. Someone call LMFAO. Up next to present our next slide is Mridula. Yes, this slide has gone. Are we having tech problems? Oh, okay. Cool, Mridula. I'm just gonna leave you here. Bye.
abandoned like Bobby.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I hope all of you are doing well today. Everybody okay? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay? Alright, so today I want to talk to you. Well, one way, okay? About my family kitchen. See, when I was much smaller than this, okay, I'm quite small now already. But when I was much smaller than this, I wanted to have a really nice, you see those tiny steel kitchen play sets? I had wanted it all my life, okay, because I had seen my neighbors' children, well, my parents' neighbors' children. Their children have lots of these, and I used to go play kitchen with them every day. But I used to go back to my home and my mom was like, no kitchen duties for you. So I was like, when I have my own family, I will make my kitchen. Mama, you see. Okay? So today, welcome to my kitchen. See, Mama said no kitchen duties, so my kitchen is like, what now? Who? What next? Are you? No? So, these questions came to me also, right? Because Mama said no kitchen duties, so I had no idea. So first thing I did is like, what can I put in my kitchen? What goes into a kitchen? Is it the steel little plates? Is it the cooker? Is it the neighbor's child who can do it for me? I don't really know, right? So I gave it a lot of thought, okay? As you can clearly tell, right? I spent like a good 47 minutes on it, right? And then I arrived at the solution, which was see, I love that you're getting my language. We have same lingo. Yeah. I'm not a fan of yoga, but some alternative versions of yoga. I mean, I had to, right? After 47 minutes of just spending time thinking and wondering what goes into my family kitchen, I was like all over the place. I was like, should it be this? Should it be that? And my chakras just went all over the place. And that's when Shaquille O'Neal's voice came. And suddenly, all of my chakras that I also fondly call like chakras, they all slowly came into one sweet line. Okay. So it took time. Like it took another addition, like 53 minutes. So by that time I was like, okay, we're getting there, guys. My kitchen theoretically is getting formed. Yeah? I have an idea. I am a little bit balanced. And now I'm like, I know what I want. Mother! Make me some food! Because, well, I don't know how to cook. So I need a mother. In my kitchen. Right? And primarily because she does a really good job of ensuring that I have fruit, some more fruit, and some fruit with a little bit of love. Because you know, no, Indian mothers, they're a little bit like, where is my bottle that you took back? And then they'll, when you forget it, and then they'll be like, oh no, where is it? And then there'll be lots of drama that'll happen, and she'll be like, okay, I yelled at you too much, I've beaten you already. Let me cut this strawberry in the shape of a heart and be like, you're okay, child. So, I mean, I like strawberry shape of heart. So I was like, mother, okay, I will accept. So that's precisely the kind of mother I want in my kitchen also, okay. Whether that's me or not, it's a different matter. So we'll figure that out. So my mother is in the kitchen, for sure. Alright, because she clearly makes great food. And she cuts the eggs really well for me. And if you notice the yolk, it's just well done. Now if you are not a fan of runny yolks, we can't be friends. Okay? Thank you. Alright, but see, there's more to the kitchen. And there's more to my mother being in the kitchen. Because she was not just cooking for me, she was educating me in the process. Right? So I learned my numbers in the kitchen. She's like, 1 spoon, 2 spoons, 3 spoons. Where's the 4th spoon? You left it behind, no? Whose spoon is this? You brought your friend's spoon, no? So that way, I learned what it means to borrow, what it means to count. So I got educated really well outside the kitchen because I was not allowed inside, right? So now that we've established that my mother is going to be in the kitchen, what is my mother really going to be doing for the family? Yeah? For my family. Once I have a family, okay? So, my mother gave me one very clear instruction. She told me, if I'm going to be in your kitchen, if I, your mother, am going to be in your family kitchen, I have one set of rules. One rule, not a set. It's one set of rules. Okay? That's precisely the volume at which my mother also talks. So I had to get a little bit louder to make it sound like her. Okay? So, please ask Nana if everyone's ready. So all I need, ladies and gentlemen, in my family kitchen, really, and all that, like everybody else also needs in their life, in their family kitchen, is a lovely mother and a Nana outside. You can ensure everybody's ready. Thank you. No, wait, sorry, I forgot actually, this is second last slide. My mother had more to say. I keep forgetting, she has problem like that. Sorry, next slide. Actually, this is not slide, this is being screen saver. Thank you.
It's a screensaver for window.
Correct.
Good job. Does Mridula pass? Good job. And can we have the next speaker, Shubham, on stage? I am so confused, but we will move on. Shubham, the stage is yours. Good luck.
Hello, teachers. Today, I'm going to speak about the question I've been thinking all my life. Where do my parents get all their money from? How did they become the school treasurer and pay all your salaries? What do they do at work? This is their workplace. Oopsie, they did a little poopsie. So, there we have a huge manufacturing facility, is what they told me, where we manufacture poop vending machines.
What?
These are poop soft toys in different colors, as you can see. Different shapes of eyes, different expressions. Look how cute they are. How they're looking at you. They just want a companion. In real life, they are flushed down the drain. No, that won't be their destiny. My parents have promised me that they are going to fill my room with these books. They never want me to discriminate between garbage and gold. Because gold emerges out of poopsie. That's a CCTV camera captured picture of my father. Who likes taking walks late at night, behaving like a vigilante of some sort. He needs to find models for his soft toys. And apparently, he told me that late nights are the best time, where he can really see the form and the shape of the soft toys that he has envisioned to be manufactured at our facility. Now, I know what you all are thinking. I had the same question from my father. How do you keep yourself clean? And he had a confusing answer. I think this slide will make it clear. He eats a lot of chilies. For him, gut cleanses everything. Even if it costs him $700 per kg. Also, it's good for our business, apparently. He's been smuggling chilies for a while. My father has also come up with an idea that we are going to have a chili boxing day, where we just leave chilies outside people's houses. It's good for our business, apparently. Mornings, we do have those models with us as well. It's not just late nights. Chilies are important for our business. But yeah, it's been difficult. We have been struggling a little. It seems like people are in on our plan. They're asking us to get paid to eat the chilies and build our models. So my father has come up with another solution for it. Yeah. People need to be pulled towards food. They need to cleanse their gut. Normal bananas don't do it for them anymore. You look at the kiss on that banana, the lips, the shape of the lips. That's one of our poopsies. It was touched by one of our poopsies. I know people feel uncomfortable eating bananas like this, but that's our family motto. There should be no discrimination when bananas and poopsies want to become one. Now, in the long term, we don't want to do this dirty business, even though we don't think this is dirty at all. It's just your perception. So, to cleanse our conscience, in the long term, this is what we envision for our business. Yeah. We have a lot of toys. A lot of them. And sometimes people mistake them for the real shit. They need to be transported as well. We know we can't change people's minds, but we don't want to discriminate as well. So each to his own. You call us and we'll carry back your poopsies in this crate. Yeah. That's our business. And we would like for you to not go there. We would prefer for you to get us soft toys. But if this is what you sign up for, then please be our guests.
I don't know soft toys, but it's got a little bit of a mobster aura around it. Because your dad's going out at night in a suspicious looking hoodie with CCTV cameras capturing his image.
Has he met the great
Join. Great, did he pass? Thank you, Shubham. And we are now down to our final presentation for the evening. Not try that again. And now we're down to our last presentation for the evening. Yay! No, be sadder. Good. But do not worry because we are now almost entering June. And our calendar is full. Like we literally have things happening every weekend and also sometimes during the week on Wednesdays. So if you would like to know more about this, QR code over there while you're going out, just scan it. Scan it and be a part of the ImprovLore community. Come be a part of the lore. Yeah, we would love to see you not just as audience members but also as participants. And finally, our last presentation for the evening. Can I have Keethana and Rohit on stage, please? So cute, you're color coordinated. Love it.
Do you get the reference?
Okay, cool. Stage is yours. Good luck.
What's up? How's everyone doing? My name's Bob Franklin.
And I'm Susan.
Nice to meet you, Susan.
We were born from the same womb. We're even... Having a twin who doesn't want to be your twin is the most annoying feeling in the world.
Tell me about it. This one's always trying to steal my shine. If you're so smart, start the presentation. Go ahead.
Fine. We're gonna talk today, unfortunately together, about why we want to invent a new country.
That's right. Look at what's going on in our country. America, just to clarify. In case the accent wasn't clear. Things have gone to the dogs.
It's not that bad. I mean, look at the bright sides.
What's the bright side? The ex-president's got prostate cancer. The current president's talking like a moron.
On the bright side, we do have Legos.
That's amazing! We're building Legoland!
What Legos teach us and what we want to take to our new country is a spirit that you can do anything. Have you seen one of those videos where they make movie scenes out of Legos?
I think it's called the Lego movie, right? That's what you're talking about. I know, I've seen it.
So smart, man. I'm so glad we're twins.
I know, right? When we work together, sometimes things do go well.
Sometimes they do go well,
Yes.
But the thing is, in our country, we're going to mandate that everyone bring that Lego spirit. Just, you can build stuff.
Things.
Yeah.
Build stuff together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to take from America to our new country. Shall we tell them the name of our new country together?
Yes.
Because we're building stuff together. Yeah.
All right. Our country is called Bamasika. Bamasika.
I want to tell you what it means, Bamasika. It means you are seeking something. You are a seeker. But by my country.
Ain't that amazing? My sister's so smart. Oh my God.
I am the brains of this outfit.
Yes.
But let's see what else you can find at Bamasika.
This is our native fruit.
One might even call it our national fruit.
Yes. It grows in the land of Bama, and we've decided to call it Bama.
You know what a Bama tastes like? It's sweet with a hint of chocolate. You would be surprised. How can it taste like chocolate? It doesn't have any cocoa in it, but it does. That's what you get when you come to our country. Unexpected surprises. You build stuff together, and then you get sweet little surprises from our national fruit.
Yes, that's the Bama fruit. You know what else we can do with this?
What can we do with it? Let's tell them.
You know, in America, they put pumpkins and they decorate them
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Oh no.
We're gonna decorate them for Christmas. So don't panic.
There will always be opportunities to decorate. No matter how shit life is, don't panic. Don't panic. There are always opportunities to find joy. So we will build stuff together and find surprise and joy in life in Baba Sika. Come visit. Or
Yes.
better yet, come stay. We need a population. This is a
That's right, don't panic about how the situation is, because things are gonna get better.
Yeah, if this country is seeming a bit haphazard to you, don't panic. I promise the next slide will convince
What
you.
does that mean, haphazard?
I
I've
mean-
not heard that word before.
It's what happens when you take over. Yeah, let me tell you why Baba Sika is the best country for you.
Are you calling me a haphazard?
You are a hazard to my health. Can you just tell them why they should come to Baba Sika and stay there?
So this is the part of the presentation that I worked on. I'm very proud of it. I mean, she did most of the work. She's definitely the brains of it. So I'm a big fan. I like going to Las Vegas. And I thought if we want to have a country with real freedom, we should be allowed to gamble. And that's why we're announcing the Baba Sika Casino. So y'all can get jokers all day long and make money all night long. How does that sound, everybody?
Amazing. You know why we want to let you do that? Because
Did I do it well?
you didn't.
All right.
You know why this is great? Because in Baba Sika, you make your own luck. You come there, you make your own luck. You know, we don't let the system define what we can and cannot do. Social mobility is a thing, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Social mobility, exactly. Sounds good, right? When you hear it. Social mobility.
And lastly, we're going to tell you one thing that if you come to Baba Sika, you'd want to take that and put it in every other country. You'd be like, this is something, why doesn't it already exist?
I'm out. I don't know anything.
We're a team, come on.
Is it okay? I mean, it's been a while since we've
It's good.
yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah,
That's more
yeah.
friendly. That's a bit too loud.
This is what I meant by a hazard.
I'm a haphazard. I think this is going well.
He keeps the mood up. So, you might be thinking, Susan, you're crazy. I have math in my life and I want less of it. You know what is great about math in Baba Sika? It makes sense. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. You can read that, right? That's an A, that's a C. That's about the math, I know, but my point is in Baba Sika, we'll make sure that the math makes sense.
Yes.
You will never feel stupid in Baba Sika.
Exactly. You'll never feel stupid.
For totally random reasons, that is important to us. That nobody feels stupid in Baba Sika.
Because we're changing the definition of math.
Yes.
In Baba Sika, math stands for make anything happen. And that's why we want you to come to Baba Sika and make anything happen. Make anything happen. Make anything happen. Make anything happen. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless Baba Sika.
And with that, that was the been going. We've streamed this show. We will put the link to this in our community. So if you feel like
QR code.
yeah, so subscribe. If you would like to pass on that live stream to someone and tell them you should have been there. It's funnier when it happens. That is definitely what happens with improv all the time. Great, that was our PowerPoint Relay show. Good job, everybody. A huge shout out to our volunteers. There's Asit and Pranchal, Divya, who've been taking photos. Asit and Pranchal were front of house. Punjit, who was on tech, as well as Arjun, who prepared all the slides. Thank you. Any other announcements I need to make? There's also Karthik. Where is he? Oh my God, he's on the table. Karthik, thank you for running the live stream. Radhika was moderating the live stream. Thank you, Radhika. It went soon. Anything else? Wow, pin drop silence. Love it. I did, huh?
You've been an amazing audience.
You've been a great audience. No, there's no point saving it now. The audience has spoken. Well, on that note, I've already done the plugging in between the show so that I can let you go early. We're on at 10 o'clock, so thank you so much for staying with us until 10 p.m. on a Friday night. This is the Underline Center. Please speak to Punjit and come back here. There's a lot of cool things that happen here during the week and on weekends, so you can also join the Underline Center community so that you can stay informed about all the things that are happening here. We're ImprovLore. This has been PowerPoint Relay. Thank you so much for being here with us. Get home safe! Drive safe! QR code, there's a QR code on the table. Scan it because do it. Alright, goodbye everybody. Bye.